Honestly, Thor: Love and Thunder is a piece of trash. It is not a good movie for Phase 4. It is not a good Thor movie at all. It's just it's just bad. Yes, those are the true thoughts and opinions I have on Thor: Love and Thunder, and how at this point I'm just a little irritated because I can't get certain words out of my mouth while trying to record this video, and how long it's taking to make this video. So I'm just going to speak my mind at peace. So this movie came out 2 months ago, and I know I'm a little late to the show on reviewing this movie. In fact, I'm a little late on a few other movies that I've been wanting to review, being Bullet Train and Top Gun Maverick. But yeah, I'm just gonna add this one onto the list. So I saw this movie twice in theaters, but the first time I actually enjoyed it. The second time I thought it was okay. And when this movie released on Disney Plus just a few weeks ago, I ended up watching it. And was this movie worse than what it was, or was it better? I'm gonna say it was worse. In fact, it was just not a good movie, in my opinion. A piece of trash. I don't know what Marvel Studios, or even hell, the director and the writer of this movie, Taika Waititi, was even thinking about this movie. In fact, I don't even think this man was thinking at all. So here are the expectations I had for this film, and I will just get to everything eventually. Okay, so the expectations I had for this film is that Thor: Love and Thunder was probably going to be the second greatest Thor movie alongside with Thor Ragnarok. I expected that this would be Thor Ragnarok kind of elevated in a way to where it was going to do better than Ragnarok, and that Chris Hemsworth as Thor was going to figure out his place within this universe after giving up the title of King to Valkyrie, and that he was going to be the best version of the character that we've seen since Infinity War. Jane Foster was going to kind of be the Earth replacement of Chris Hemsworth Thor. And when it came to Gore the God Butcher, I expected that this guy would be butchering gods, that we would have scenes in the movie to where he was not just killing one god, he was killing multiple gods. He was coming for every single god. And that was just not the case at all. When it came to Chris Hemsworth as Thor, from the beginning to the end of the movie, this man still has no idea who he wants to be. He doesn't even get a chance to kind of reflect on himself. He doesn't get a chance to move on with his life, because there's so many things now that are being pushed into his life to where now he has to divert from his original path. For example, there is a maniac killing gods, being Gore the God Butcher. His ex-girlfriend, Jane Foster, has returned as Lady Thor. Oh wait, no, she stated in the movie that she was Mighty Thor. Never mind. Not only that, his ex-Hammer, Mjolnir, returns, which for some reason he has a weird romantic triangle with the hammer and the axe, Stormbreaker, as well. So it's, yeah. And Jane Foster? No, not the kind of Earth replacement for Thor at all. She is dying from cancer, she becomes Thor, and we figured that. And now in the comics, Mjolnir ends up getting rid of Jane's cancer in the comics. Now in this movie, it completely doesn't do that. We find out that she is actually still dying. Mjolnir, who was which Thor made a promise to Mjolnir, vowed that Mjolnir was going to protect Jane Foster when it came down to the worst. And for some reason, the Hammer still said, no, I'm going to kill her because she's your girlfriend and the writing says so, and also I have to do it because Taika Waititi said so. And yeah, and by the end of the movie, she still dies. Gore the God Butcher is a God Butcher, but is apparently a redeemable God Butcher, a redeemable maniac. But not only that, we don't even get the scenes where he's killing gods. It is literally a high school presentation of him killing gods. And this movie is just played off for laughs. Any time when there is supposed to be a serious moment, it is turned into a joke and just made out of laughs. Now, while I do enjoy a movie that can balance a bit of seriousness and humor, this movie just doesn't do it. It doesn't do well balancing both, and this all has to do with Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi is not a good writer. He's a good director, just not a good writer. And yeah, this movie just doesn't do well. And when it comes to the other gods, they're just completely disrespected on. They are complete shatted on, and they are just pricks. Zeus, played by Russell Crowe, one of the best actors ever in Hollywood, is played off as a joke. When you compare DC's Zeus to the MCU's Zeus, well, yes, Zeus in the MCU kind of resembles the Greek lords and the wealthy people with them being fat and wealthy and powerful. I also expected that this Zeus was going to be similar to the DCU, where this dude was an actual beast. Like, this dude should be looking just like Thor, but obviously, I don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't the case with that. Now, well, yes, I didn't really like Thor, Love and Thunder. I think, honestly, that this movie just wasn't that great. Valkyrie in the movie doesn't have a whole lot to do. Neither does Korg, being the most annoying character in the entire movie. And as well, the Guardians of the Galaxy are pretty much in this movie for 10 minutes, and then they're gone to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They're not even in this movie for the entire duration of the film, being the fact that, oh my gosh, everybody's in panic. They need help because this guy's killing everybody's gods, but yet Thor is going off to save off his friends, and we can't really do anything about it. And so they just split off. And honestly, this movie it's just not good. This movie, while it, like, not even the VFX look great. I was about to say that this movie looks good. The VFX don't look good at all. While I was at the theater and even on Disney Plus, they don't look good. So, yeah, this is probably a movie that I'm not going to be revisiting anytime soon. And honestly, I will say this, if you happen to enjoy Thor Love and Thunder, I'm not making this video to bash on you or to try to convince you that this movie is bad. This was just pretty much me, a Marvel fan, just kind of disappointed with one of Marvel's IPs. And yeah, that's just my general thoughts about the movie. The movie is an absolute piece of trash. It is not good at all, and is probably one of the worst Marvel movies. So anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Now, like I said, this is not me stating that, oh, Thor Love and Thunder is bad, so you can agree with it. No, that's not my case. It's just me stating an opinion. So if you guys feel the same way, let me know down in the comments. Let's bring up a discussion about this movie. Alrighty, guys, so that is it for this video. Yeah, I do not really like this movie at all. If you guys happen to like this movie or even dislike it, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if Marvel keeps going this route with some of their shows and movies, I might just have to make a video where I'm at my breaking point. So hopefully Wakanda Forever and Secret Invasions is good. So with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.